What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So like I mentioned in my last video, I'm going to be talking about my interview experience in this video today. Firstly, I am from Mumbai and I gave my very first cabin crew interview. That was my first and the only cabin crew interview that I gave was for Indigo Airlines. So my very good friend had already given me an idea of how to dress up and what grooming should be followed and what questions could be asked in the interview and such. But I am a person who can't go scripted. Like even now when I'm talking on the camera, if there's a script behind me, like having highlighted points as to what I'm supposed to speak is a different thing, but having a literal script, I just can't go according to the script, like I just can't go rehearse. So that's just naturally me. And what I have seen is this is what works in the interviews as well. Like as jitna bhi you script and go, utna there are chances of rejection, because you can't, it's going to look very robotic, it's going to look very fake, and interviewers will catch it in an instance. They don't want robotic and fake candidates. They want like real human beings who can perform to spontaneous situations, to uninvited situations, and who are real problem solvers, right? So you should be able to very humanly interact, and that's the main thing that's needed, which most candidates fail to understand, and they just go behind preparing themselves with a lot of question and answer scripts and all. Anyway, coming back to my interview part, so I attended this interview in Mumbai itself, in Andheri. There must be like around 500 to 600 candidates out there on that same day, and I was pretty nervous, like being very honest to you. I had no clue of what's happening. I would see candidates like, so well groomed, and I would compare myself with these candidates. But at one point, I was like, no, I mean, relax. I've come here for a purpose. Let's just fulfill that purpose. Let's just stop making these comparisons. And then there were candidates from like big renowned institutes who got rejected. Four of them got rejected right in front of me. So that's where I started believing that cracking cabin crew interviews doesn't need much. It's not challenging. The only thing it needs is the power and the confidence to face the interviewer. So like when I went for the interview, I was just listening to like Bollywood music all my way. I'm a fan of Bollywood songs, Bollywood music, and I would just listen to Bollywood songs all my way up to the venue. And I believe like that gave me a lot of energy from inside, put me in like, my main character vibe there in the interview venue, and that's what probably helped me perform better. So earlier days, now you might have heard about Indigo Airlines PhD training, right, which is the pre-hiring training for candidates who are weaker in their communication. So just like PhD, there was a training named as PD, Personality Development Training, and I was shortlisted for the PD training, which was for 7 days. Okay, so I went to Gurgaon, and then after the 7 days of training, we had our final review, which is the interview, like just say interview only, and between amongst all these candidates who were there for PD and PhD, collectively there was an interview on a day, and after that the final review would come out. So in these 7 days of personality development training, we were taught how to basically groom ourselves, that we should have a constant smile on our face, the body language, poised personality, and all of these things are what we learned in the 7 days, and we applied that on the day of the review. So that was probably needed, like polishing of the personality, and hence I was sent for PD. After the 7 days of PD training, on our final review day is when our last and the final interview was taken by the HR. So I just forgot to mention, there were two questions that was asked to me in my interview in Mumbai. First was, why did you leave real estate? So I was just working in real estate on a contract base, for like certain period of time, so it was very easy for me to like answer that. And the second question was, why Indigo? And what I answered to why Indigo was quite a real factor also, but that was like really spontaneous, as to it just quickly, like it was really spontaneous of me saying it. So basically my father would be like a frequent traveler, and he would travel from different airlines, and he always had a good experience with Indigo, right? And that's when he suggested me to give it a try in Indigo Airlines, because he sees it as the best airline. And from the time I gave it a thought in aviation to work as a cabin crew, he suggested me that I should be going for Indigo, and that's my purpose of why Indigo, right? So again, it just like it was just an honest drift, and it just went with a swift. Yeah, coming back to my Gurgaon training and my final review. In my final review, I was just asked to share my experience of these 7 days of the training that I had. So I just mentioned about how the training was. I spoke about the instructors that trained us. I spoke about how what changes it made in me personally, what I learned from this training, etc. Like just a very brief explanation about it. And then there was the final results after 3 hours or something, 2 or 3 hours. So we also went for lunch after that, I remember. And then the results were announced, where 8 of us out of the entire lot, I don't remember the number of entire lot, but 8 of us were the ones who got selected. And we were like, sent for different batches. Like we were called for training later on. If you want to hear my training story, like stories from my training, or if you want to know about the 3 months of cabin crew training, let me know in the comments. I would love to make a separate video on that. There's a lot, a lot of insider to it. So after my selection, we got the offer letter on the same day, and then we were sent, like obviously, like I came back to Mumbai, and then we were called for the training. So before we go for training, we are sent for medicals. Now there's medical round 1 and 2. Earlier there was just one round. And after completing the medicals, when the reports would come as fit to fly, that's when we can join the training, right? So while they call for the training, they ask you for base options, and I selected Bangalore as my base. I was working in Bangalore, like I was operating from Bangalore. And yeah, that was about my interview experience. I would, if you have any specific questions related to cabin crew interviews or anything that you'd like to know about it, please let me know, so I would make a separate video on that. This was just about me sharing my personal interview experience. So here's what I would like to share with you as a part of advice or suggestions or tips when it comes to cabin crew interviews. What I feel like, what works, and in fact what works, it has worked for my students, it has worked for me, so I'm sharing this with you. Just be as natural as you can, okay? Trust me, do not try to find logic in certain questions, like as simple as what's your favorite color, or speak about your favorite destination. You do not have to go on the climatic conditions and the geographical history and everything of that particular destination. It is a very simple topic. You do not have to go in depth about your favorite color as to what does it signify, or get deeper into the logic. They just want to see how confident you are in speaking, like how confident you are, even if you do not know, if you, even if you like you have less words to speak about this particular topic, how confidently are you able to cover it up, how confidently are you able to handle this particular situation where you can't say much on this topic. That's what the interviewer wants to see. So just be as natural as you can. Work on your body language, I would say. Go for a walk in the park, do some kind of fitness activity that keeps your posture straight, and you really feel like energetic while you speak and while you perform. Work on your facial expressions and your grooming, and I think you're just good to go. There's nothing much that you need to worry or study and all about. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video as well, as much as I enjoyed sharing my experience and speaking about it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and being a part of my channel. I will see you guys soon again. Bye bye.